All right, good morning, everyone. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome. My name is Darkpool Algo, and you are watching the morning watchlist building session. Sweet. I have put in a lot of work over the weekend to get the stream working. I need to adjust my lighting a little bit. I've got some pretty sick background lighting going on now, right? Yeah, I do. I'm gonna work on that. Let's see. We need to get chat signed in. Let's see, which one shows the background better? Like, that background's pretty fire. Like, I might just go with this. That might be the ticket. I think that puts a little bit too much light in there. Anyway, I gotta work on lighting. Yes, and I have some random news firing off. Let's see. Yeah, that looks good there. I think that'll work, dude. I think we have a winner chicken dinner. Hope everybody's weekend was good. If you're new to the stream, welcome. I am Darkpool Algo. I am a smart money dark pool and block trade algorithm analyst, but most importantly, I am a trader. I trade every single day in a real account. I'm not a fake guru or anything like that. I'm just like you. I live and breathe the stock market and trying to make money, right? Trying to cheat the market for about a couple $100,000 a day. I wish. No, I'm thinking I'm digging this new lighting setup. I think I dig it. 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 So, morning chat. And we're going to get into it. We have lots of news to cover. We have lots of news to cover. Lucid, my favorite stock, is taking a pretty significant hit pre-market, and I'm totally okay with that. This is a dip buying opportunity for me. I'm seriously looking to get into some more shares of this. I can't remember if I liked the 4 hour. Yeah, I think that's the 4 hour there. We do daily here. That can be 4 hour. And then this is the old 15-minute piece. There we go. Lots of news. Oh, you like the switch up? Oh, dude, what did I do? I forgot the bad boy. You liked the switch up of how I did the weekend watch list. So I spent some time over the weekend. I really want to grow my channel over the next year. And I spent some time over the weekend doing a little bit of research, looking at other content creators out there and what they're doing. And I noticed that their production quality is pretty decent. Mine is pretty, it's all right. Definitely going to be working on it. Where is it coming from? I've got somebody squawking at me, and I think it's Benzinga, right? I think it might be them. I wish I could figure out how to turn that certain things off. Anyway, production quality, I'll be working on that. I'll be doing a couple videos during the week just to get some content out there, and I'm really wondering what y'all would like the content to be. So if I do, an aftermarket video or just not a stream, but more of a video, what is of interest to everyone? Let me know in the comments or hit me up in the chat, and yeah, we're gonna grow. We're gonna hit a 50,000 by June of next year. Because I think, like, I've been watching what other people are doing, and it's all the same regurgitated 3 or 4 plays, right? Everybody's just talking about the same 3-5 stocks, and they're not really giving any, like, hey, fundamental, like, this is what it does. I have a tendency to go off the rails sometimes, so yeah, really appreciate the help from everybody who's been around. I will reward you all in kind. We're also going to be working on, I spoke with Darkpool Charts over the weekend. We're going to work on getting the Discord set up and start pushing that. Also got a request from another Discord owner who trades the strat and is a master at doing that. I don't know that strategy. From what I've seen, it's pretty solid and legit. So we may be doing some implementation, excuse me, maybe not implementation, but some arrangements with them. And as always, my simpler trading relationship is growing. We'll continue to present offers with y'all. I talk with them every single day Just trying to figure out how to best provide resources to the entire stream. And as always, FlowTrade, my baby, love it. Okay, so don't hate me, but I'm drinking a bang today. I have a stockpile. Like I had it in my head I was gonna keep pushing them until they sponsored me, and then I'm just like, I didn't go to the store this weekend. Okay. Too busy watching my Steelers beat up on the Ravens. Anyway, let's get into the news, okay? We've got quite a bit to cover, and I think the best way to do it is a chart like this. I think that works. All right, so Trump's SPAC confirmed a $1 billion pipe deal for DWAC over the weekend, right? They're going to get an initial pop off of that. This thing is super, duper, duper volatile, okay? I think the options chain on this thing is super jacked as well, so just be careful if you're going to play it. There'll be some volatility in it today. From a technical standpoint, it's got what? I don't know how I feel about this. Anyway, the 4-hour chart, I guess it makes sense. So early rally, I don't know if I... Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out which chart I like best for this. I think it may be... Alright, we'll get into it. Anyway, initial rally up to 180, and it's just been chilling around 50. 50 is a pretty psychological level. We are currently... we might hit 64, 65, 70 today, just depending upon how much these squeezes fire off, right? And how the rest of the market reacts to things today. Okay, SoftBank is extending a 6-day loss. SFTBY. The traders circulated an article over the weekend from 2 years ago about how they're in financial trouble. Just stair step this sucker down every, what, $2 a day. Real quick, I'm going to pop over the futures just so that we can just check in and see what we're looking like here. Z bonds are down, which is good. That's actually good for inflation as well. The yen, unfortunately, is starting to rise, and crude is up, which isn't too bad. Gold down. So kind of mixed emotions here. The Russell, poor little Russell, is actually setting up for... All right. We're going to look for the reversal pay in the Russell and the Dow. The Dow is starting to form that inverse head and shoulders that we love to play, as well as the ES. This is pretty bullish, right? Rally, pullback, consolidate, rally at the open, NQ, fade to open, making higher highs, higher lows. This is forming a head and shoulders on the 5-minute. Not super bullish on that, so I'm going to keep an eye on the NQ for different moves. Now, I thought I had figured out a way to track my mouse movements. Anyway, I'll get that. We'll look at that more in a minute. So overall, futures are mixed right now, which is good. We'll get into the Asian market, and there's lots of things to cover. Baba, okay. Jack Ma is out. Tony Zhu is in. Actually, Maggie Wu is out, and Tony Zhu is in beginning of April on Baba. Everybody's favorite short-term play, Baba. I don't know if that's positive news for Baba or if it's just going to go to zero. Yes, I think it might. I mean, I was wrong. A $300 stock can go to zero. I don't know why I said it couldn't. That's my bad. I'll own that. Baba, super volatile, below 108. Another short. Above 116, we get 120. We get back up into this cloud here, right? From 120 to 130. This is a pretty super easy play. So possible rejection to the downside. Okay. Tweeter, the old tweeter. Dorsey stepped down. Parag Agarwal. The swap led to a 10% drop. So obviously they were here. That announcement happened last week. Currently 10% drop. I will be looking at Twitter to see if we can get a quick little bounce play or two. It's got room to move back up to the upside. Pretty decent buy opportunity, right? 40 is pretty good. It's been years since Twitter's been down at this level. I'm pretty sure Twitter's not going anywhere. I'll be looking to add some of this to the long term, okay? In Nintendo news, Nintendo's an overlooked metaverse play, according to Barron's this weekend, saying it is time to buy the stock. They need to fix their ticker name because nobody wants to do no today. No to. Right. I can't even spell it. NTODY. Huh. Maybe? If you know the ticker for Nintendo, let me know. Anyway, they're saying it's an overlooked play and that it might be time to buy the stock, according to Barron's. Says that investors have spent much of the year looking for companies who making big promises in the metaverse and the idea of the virtual worlds that enable social interaction and commerce, which has powered stocks like Roblox and Nvidia. But says new games could create renewed momentum for the Switch, helping Nintendo. Right? This Roblox. 15-minute. Everything is pulled back to previous lows. Like Roblox made a new low. We might see a downside play in Roblox today. All right, moving on. St. Gobain will acquire GCP Applied Technologies for $30 a share in a transaction. John Deere. Positive mention in Barron's today for Deere, right? This is good for them. They've been having some labor disputes as well as I mean, they had pretty decent earnings, but they couldn't withstand the market pullback last week. I'm starting to see something bullish in John Deere. Now, I like things that hold certain patterns, right? We're currently trading at VWAP point of control. We held above the 200 SMA on the 4-hour. We have stack positive moving averages. Look to get back above the supply zone for continued move to the upside. Shorter term play on John Deere would include slingshot squeeze releasing, rally to the 50 at 352, 353 area. If we can confirm that level of support, we're hitting the top of the Ichimoku cloud on the 4-hour at 360. That's Deere. So this is what that looks like. So above previous highs, right? There's got to be a zone in here somewhere. Basically above. For me to be a player, I would go above 352, 354. 354 is a safer move. 354 go long to 357, 361, 377. That's John Deere. Okay. All right. Lockheed Martin higher following a report that the Finnish Defense Forces proposed the U.S. defense carrier's F-35 fighter jet as the state's newest combat aircraft. Finnish media outlet reported the F-35 is one of the 5 aircraft proposed to Finland. LMT, I love LMT. Unfortunately, I just can't afford to play this. I think it's pretty liquid, right? Pretty decent reversal here. We've got a little bull flag forming. Again, we have to break our levels to go long on these. So if we can get above today's pre-market high, which is right 336, I see 336, 338, 339 area before we hit more resistance, and then it's going to be an easy step to 345. That is LMT. Molecular Partners announces results from the phase 2 study. Where do I need to put this? Phase 2 study of, do I put it here? That has me looking down. Oh, I know what I should do. That's smart. All right, I just figured out a new way to get myself a little bit of a prompt, teleprompt, so I can read the news while looking at you. Where was I? MOLN announces results from its phase 2A study of next drug for COVID patients, as well as additional data from the phase 1 study in healthy volunteers. Well, unfortunately, it didn't tell me what the news was, but from this drop, I'm assuming it's not the best. This is definitely a range-bound stock from 1230 to 1452. Looks like it's been on an uptrend. Hold on. It's got room. It's got room. All right, so higher highs, higher lows, coming up into resistance. So MOLN above 14, 1450, 15. Okay. Below 13. Below 13, we hit 1275, 1150. MOLN. Merck said the FDA approval of its antibody therapy for the adjuvant treatment of adult and pediatric patients with stage IIB or IIC melanoma following complete resection. Additionally, the FDA expanded the indication for its drug as an adjuvative treatment for stage 3 melanoma following complete resection to include pediatric patients. It's not COVID news, but it is FDA approval. With Merck being down so low, them getting approval, again, we take out pre-market HOD, right, at 73.72. I think we get a pretty decent move from Merck from 73 to 75. Yeah, above 75, 77.50. Merck could move today. All right. BMI, Bristol Myers mentioned in Barron's again, noting the healthcare crisis should have been good for biopharma stocks, but instead it's been anything but. Articles from a few pharma companies have been hit as hard as BMY. Can you at least highlight it so that I know what the hell you're rolling? Ooh. Goldman Sachs maintains sell on Kroger. So BMY seems to be moving up pretty decently, right? It's last week was really rough on the entire market, but it seemed to move up a little bit. So what we're looking at here. So it's coming into resistance. If it can get through. So, all right. This one could be fun to play today. It's a slower mover, so it's a little bit safer play, right? We've obviously got pretty decent uptrend, right? There it is right there. Boom. Pretty decent uptrend to bull flag. So if it can break if it can break 56 above 57 for BMY, I think we get a nice move back up towards the 59.50 area. That stock is pretty decent. I'm liking the way that it's moving right now. Right, so we're looking for that rally to the mean, which is a 21 EMA. 57. So $58. It's moving up. We got a slingshot reversal happening on our Squeeze Pro as well as a Ready Aim Fire buy signal. Oops, that sucked. Rally to the 50. Above 60. Rally to the 200 at 63. I like the move, right? I like the move above 57 to 58, from 58 to 60. Oh, I got something in my eyeball. I got something in my eyeball. It's not going to feel good. All right. AMGN raises quarterly dividend 10%. That's pretty decent. So $1.94 per share. Hopefully you recognize this as a stay away pattern. This is chop. There is an inverted head and shoulders, but I mean, dude, you have to be quick with the buy sell keys on this sucker. Look how wicky it is. I'm gonna stay away from it. Citigroup downgraded to equal weight from. Don't you think about doing that? Downgraded from to equal from overweight with an $82 price target, according to Goldman Sachs. Or wait a minute. Goldman Sachs upgraded to equal weight from underweight with a $479 price target. What? No, okay. So they just smashed all that news together. Goldman Sachs, dude, I'm pretty bullish on it today. You can see the play. Please tell me you guys can see the play by now, right? Inverse head and shoulders, long above the neckline. Take out previous highs, and we get wooty with it. Get wooty with it. Getting wooty with it. So Goldman Sachs above 390. We hit 395, 400. We got a massive upgrade to 480, basically 479 price target. Goldman Sachs, pretty decent. Let's check it out for the play. I think we're gonna play Goldman Sachs today. How am I doing on time? I'm doing all right. All right, Goldman Sachs with. All right, so Goldman Sachs, we've got 4-hour squeeze that should fire bullish, 2-day squeeze, 4-day squeeze. These are a little concerning. They may fire to the downside. However, very cyclical. I mean, very cylindrical. I don't even know what this is called. Very wavy stock, right? We get ebbs and flows. We've been consolidating down here for a little bit. We're currently, I think this is a pretty decent buy signal. When was that? All right, so their dividend was on the 1st, so we're out of that. We got a ready, like we're getting ready to have a fire signal, ready and fire signal. A little concerned about VWAP. However, these 10x, these low time frame 10x bars are all being green. We've got a lot of momentum going into it, so we look for that firecracker effect to happen. I'd like the slingshot squeeze to take place. Maybe that upgrade news helps us rally to the 50 to the 200. Like I said, what did I say? Above what? Oh yeah, it's moving above 390, right? So basically above the 50 for a move up to 397, which is a 200. I like that move on Goldman Sachs. Options chain looks pretty solid. It's pretty liquid. About a pretty consistent 50 cent, 25 cent gap here on these 395s. As far as open interest goes, it's pretty solid for this week going into monthly expirations. Yeah, they're doing the thing on this one. There's a 390, 400, 410 fly. That's where the flow is right now, right? So you could do the 390, 400 vertical, right? You could do the 395, 400 vertical. You could do the 390, 395 vertical. Any of these verticals, if you don't want to spend, $1,000 per contract, you can always get a vertical. Especially with time, it kind of helps create a little bit of positive theta sometimes. So what I like is I like the 390, 400, 410 butterfly. And that what that does is it says that, hey, by the 17th, we expect Goldman Sachs to be pinning at 400. Right? I think that that's a pretty decent play. If you're looking for the straight up option, let's see what we got going on here. And that 400 is a pretty psychological level. There's also a 400, 410, 420 fly that's about out there as well. I like the 400, 420 vertical, possibly for, for $3 or $4 to make 15. Lots of open interest at the 410 and 395 strikes. So that's Goldman Sachs. Above 390, it gets woody. So if you're going to play Goldman Sachs, just be careful with that today. I like Goldman Sachs. Where am I going to put this? Options chat. I think that's where we can do it. GS check the chain for a move above 390 for longs. All right, contrarian, Goldman Sachs. Like, it's going to be rough, but if you have to go to the short side, like if we just get a massive sell-off, below 375 and it dies, right, for long, below 375. Okay, don't let me forget to show you the trick, the tricky trick, okay? BMY? No, I like BMY. I just want it above the pre-market high, right? So if it can take out this pre-market high, right at 56, the safe. All right, so above 56.84 is a safe play for BMY, but there's a move there. It's got stack positive moving averages. It's uptrending, right? It's got a bull flag that it's going to break out. I want to see it get through this cloud, right? The safe move is on the other side of this cloud. But yeah, if you can take out, like, this is a bull flag. If you break the bull flag, you ride the momentum, right? We don't really have a squeeze coming in to help us, but our Celts are positive. Yeah, bull flag forming. We got to get above this area here. Oh, that's dumb. Seriously? Yeah, I think that works a little better. So yeah, above this area here, we're immediately going to smack into this cloud. So through the cloud for the long would be safer. With the 200, right? Right now we're re-straightening out our moving averages, right? We're trying to get above VWAP, we're trying to get above the 50, we're trying to get above the 4 hour. Or the 200 SMA. This is a 4 hour chart. So this move, right? Something like this. Oh my gosh. Right, something like that. What the heck was that? That's a weird one. Maybe this will be a better one. They're super thin for some reason. So rejection, right? Right. Back pace, rejection. What? I don't know how to use the dang thing. Anyway, so that's a possible move. You've also got the rejection move to the downside, right? But this is bullish on BMI, okay? Yeah. All right, you guys, all right. You got that, Johnny? Yeah. Sweet, okay. Ooh, 6 o'clock bell? Trade station 6 o'clock bell just went off. Let's go. Wells Fargo's moving. Oh, shh. Did the cash open just happen? Who is Thundercat here? All right. Hey, let me know when Thundercat comes on. He's got trade station. Wells Fargo just gapped up. Maybe not. All right. Well, so I think that banking is the secret Santa play. I was reading some stuff about, yeah, Bullflag and Wells Fargo. Yeah, 6 o'clock bell. But I also noticed a ton of momentum just hit at that time. Like a massive amount of momentum just literally just it caused me to look over to the right. All right, check this out, yo. Check out the bull flag forming on the ES. Boom, shakalaka. Everybody knows this pattern, right? You gotta know this one. If you started trading penny stocks, you look for this all day so that you can make a trade. That's a bull flag on the ES. Yes, baby. Bonds, ZB, TLT, the little snitch. It's fading off. Ooh. Can I get into... Hold on. Sorry, I'm looking at putting a buy order in on the ES at 45.47. Oh, I don't know if I'm gonna get another chance. Don't know if I'm gonna get another chance. Maybe? Oh, that's a perfect Wolfie Wave. We love Wolfie Wave. Alright, ES bull flagging. You guys, dude, I got excited. I saw a bunch of movement over to the right. I totally went, squirrel! You guys see that show? Squirrel? Alright, I'm back. I'm sorry. Where were we? Alright, so banks are being upgraded and downgraded. Goldman Sachs upgraded. GS looks pretty decent for this week. I definitely like Wells Fargo as well, based on what I just saw there. Goldman Sachs, super duper volatile, right? It's already made a move from 382 to 390. That's a tough one to catch, right? Cup and handle forming. So let's throw some fibs on it. Throw some fibs on it, right? I actually like this one. I thought I could easily create an alert. Yo, what's up? Where's my alerts? That's weird. What was, dude? Huh. Alright, well, I guess I'll figure out how to do this later, but I thought I was able to... I guess I have to do it that way. You know what? When it comes to alerts, TrendSpider can't be beat. Cannot be beat. So the Goldman Sachs play. Yeah, we got to break 390, 391 for a move to 400. All right, moving on. Hackers withdrew. How am I doing on time? Damn. Hackers withdrew 150 million in cryptocurrency from Bitmart wallets, according to the unverified Twitter account of the exchange's chief executive officer. We've identified a large-scale security breach related to one of our ATH hot wallets, as well as one of our BSC hot wallets. That's not so bueno. Evergrande, China's Evergrande Group shares slid to a level-year low after the company said there is no guarantee it would have funds to meet its debt repayments. Investors waiting to see if Evergrande makes good on its coupon repayment due today. The firm also grappling with creditors demanding payments from its $260 million obligation. That's just sketchy. That can, like, we've got a bunch of positive momentum coming into this morning. Whoa. But Evergrande can really affect us. So this is UMH, positively mentioned in Barron's, noting that real estate investment trust owns 127 manufactured home communities in 10 states, primarily in the Northeast and Southwest. It makes money from selling and renting manufactured homes essentially. Factory-built homes are selling for about twice the price of the local, like normal ones. But this is not. Right, don't go chasing waterfalls, yo. Just because you see a giant Hulk candle doesn't mean that you should chase it. There's other plays out there like shoot. Any of the home builders. Any of the home builders are going to be moving this week. Oh. Dang it. Forgot the name of it. Do I have it saved someplace? I don't. Oh, Lennar. There we go. Look at this guy. Like, this is bullish. You want to play a home builder? Play Lennar. Any of the other home builders? DHI. Yo, chat. Figure out some home builders. Please. I'm going to get through the last of these news, okay? Sedge will move to the S&P 500. Solar Edge replacing Leg. HBI and Western Union are all moving to the small cap 400. Okay, so we got SoftBank or Signature Bank, SBNY, right? Sedge and FDS are all moving to the small S&P 500. So pretty decent. All right. In energy, we just talked about Sedge. Crude oil prices fell for the sixth consecutive week on Friday, marking the largest stretch of weekly decline since 2018 over worries of COVID-19 Omicron variant and increased production by OPEC. US WTI crude for January fell 0.4%, and while February Brent crude settled at plus 0.3% for the week. WTI lost 2.8% and Brent fell 2.4%. So crude is still down. It's choppy, but I think it might start making, right? It's looking like it's making higher lows and higher highs. Oh, give me the breakout. Hold on, let me buy this sucker. Give me a dang it. I gotta fix that account. Alright. Yeah, so crude is probably making a move. FDS fact sheet research. Yeah, I've never heard of it. They can move 357 to 3. They can move. Ooh, they've got a pretty decent ATR, I assume. Which, where's my ATR sheet? WTH, y'all. I forgot it. I forgot my ATR sheet. Gotta have it. Okay, moving on. We went over Solar Edge. Rensol authorized a repurchase up to 50 million. It's pretty decent. There's your little, there's your penny stock play for the day. SOL take out pre-market high at 560. From 560, I think we see it move to $6. I think that's a pretty decent move there. So 40-cent move. It's got a lot more room to move up. Dang, dude. What's up with this stock? Renesola. If you take out the pre-market HOD, right, you'll effectively be finishing the previous demand zone So you'll end up getting all of the shares out of this demand zone that's been in, right? This is a demand zone, became a supply zone. We're in it now. We need to break out of it. So above 560, I think we see a nice steady move up to 605, possibly 616. Above that, I think we hit 650. So looks pretty decent. There we go. If I would have just waited, I would have got it figured out myself. Large home builders like DHI, Lennar, PHM, and Toll are poised to gain from recent housing trends and are leading the industry transition from land developers to home manufacturers, a shift that has increased returns while lowering risk, Barron said this weekend, citing Bill Smead, a manager of the Smead Value Fund. So every one of those that I just showed you held up to last week's sell-off. Pretty decent. You know, they were up. Right? That's why they came on my radar. I'm like, what is up while everything's down? So there's definitely, is there a home builders ETF? Does anybody know of one? Maybe we can look at getting into one. Land DHI. Toll. Okay. Oh, I gotta hurry. Small cap 600 constituents: Macy's, Vicor, Powie will move to the S&P Mid Cap 400. There's additional news off of Macy's this week. It'll be coming up here shortly. Oh, no, not Macy's. Kohl's. Kohl's with a pre-market rally. Rally. Kohl's, we can break out of this supply zone at 50-50. Right, 50-50 for a move to 53. If you're playing Kohl's, look at this sucker. All the lining up in the world. There it is. Hopefully everybody can see the play. Oh, I jacked up my fibs. No. Oh, what did I do? Did I reset it? I did. Son of a biscuit. Oh, I jacked it. Yeah, that $53 move's pretty decent on calls if you want to play that. It's got some news coming in. It's also got a lot of Zillow Zoom info is taking a dump. Anyway, yeah, I like the move on Kohl's. If we can take out 50-50, it's a pretty easy stair step up to 52.96. Right? Don't get stuck. Take profit at 52.75. Okay. Lucid, my favorite bay. My favorite stock bay. Lucid is down off of a subpoena from the SEC requesting documents related to an investigation on its blank check deal with Churchill Capital Corporation. Lucid has been in a downtrend ever since last week, from highs at 57 down to lows around 40, or actually broke 40, so 39.75. If this continues to pull back to 34.78 and then 26.21, I'm gonna start loading the boat on this sucker. That's just me personally. This is a long-term investment for me, just because I like their vehicles and I like what I think that it can do. Now, I also noticed that Hyundai came out with where's NASDAQ Hyundai? Is Hyundai on the NASDAQ? No way, they're an over-the-counter stock? You're kidding me, right? Anyway, Hyundai announced their EV during football this week. Looked pretty decent. So I didn't even realize Hyundai had an EV. There is a move from 41 to 43 on Hyundai, taking profit at 41.58. That's got nothing to do with anything else. Oh, back to Kohl's. Kohl's activist investor Engine Capital said it is said to be pushing department store chain Kohl's to sell itself or separate its e-commerce business. Engine Capital believes they are private equity firms that would pay at least $75 per share for the company, according to the Wall Street Journal. So there is a hedge fund that said, yo, Kohl's, sell us your e-commerce business and we will pay you $75 a share. That's why I'm on bullish on Kohl's. Let's look at it from the algorithm. Let's see if somebody knew something. Algo's not going to help us out on this one, everyone. Not going to help us out on this one. Come on. There we go. I mean, there were some block trades coming in on the first at 48 and then at 53, right? So we had a regular block come in at the close at 58.332, which is probably a sell order. And then we had one come in at the close on the first at 48.33, right? Which is probably a buy order. Anyway, I gotta get moving. Dude, this is taking me so long. Goldman Sachs lowers 2022. Goldman Sachs lowers their 2022 GDP to 3.8 from 4.2, previously over Omicron fears. China's securities regulators say that stories that China will ban companies with variable interest entity structures from U.S. listings is a case of total misunderstanding and is misreading. I didn't know Nikkei reported stuff. Germany October factory orders at negative 6.9. That's not good. Germany November construction PMI at 47.9 versus 47.7, which is good. Fauci, the nation's top infectious disease expert, said Sunday that data from South Africa, where the new variant was first discovered, indicates Omicron may induce milder symptoms than previously forecast, although its rapid spread continues to worry virologists throughout the world. The variant may just be a little bit less than having it. So, okay. Earnings today after the close. Coop. So we've got a lot of technical stocks. I don't even know what these guys are called, but they all lump into the same basket, right? Coupa Software, Mongo Database, or like all of those, like all of these are lumped into the same area. And is it consumer goods? I can't remember the sector it's in, but Coop, MDB, and Sumo, which I met out in San Francisco, all have earnings today. So, see what happens with the earnings. Let earnings shake out. We have no major economic data today. And in Asian markets, the Nikkei index Bay index fell 102 points to 27,927. Shanghai slipped 0.5%. Hang Seng dropped 1.76%. And in Europe, the DAX gains 0.25%, while the FTSE 100 raises roughly 100 points or 0.85%. Evergrande Group plunged to an all-time low Monday after an indebted property developer faces $352 million in payment to creditors as its chairman was summoned by authorities to Beijing. Okay, for the week, S&P last week fell 1.2%. Dow lost 1%, and the Nasdaq shed 2.62%. Okay. Did you see it? Can you see it? I hope you can see it. I gave you a futures play this morning. Bull flag breakout. It's also a woo reversal. Hopefully this doesn't go buck wild and can just mainly hang out in this level here, because then it'll give us either a fade or a rally opportunity at the bell. Looking at the futures, right? Future 5-minute chart. If you guys want to see what's going on with the daily, so 4-hour futures downtrending across the board pretty much. The Dow is the exception. It's got an inverse head and shoulders happening. And I think if we take out previous highs, I think the Dow might actually move up pretty decently today. Poor little Russell is in the same boat as the S&P 500 and the NQ. So choppy, McChop, chop, chop. Preferably we get a little bit of a rally. The daily chart shows us pulling back to key levels of support. As far as the Dow is concerned, I believe the Dow's got, oh sorry, this sucker needs to be there. The Dow is currently at support and can very easily rally back to the mean, right? Which would be previous lows, nope, previous highs at 16,200. I think that's a pretty significant move over the next couple days, right? Or that was the NQ. The Dow is potentially making a 3-bar move, right? One, if this bar closes, if today we close above we close above 34,870, I think we get a continuation move on the Dow to the upside, and the Russell has pulled all the way back to support. It's currently trading two standard deviations away from the mean. So we would like to see the Russell use this level as support and make a rebounding play. Let's try to see what that looks like. So fib from high to low. My fibs are jacked. Come on. Sorry, I apologize, but I can't have my fibs jacked going into the day. 3, 2. Gots to fix my fibs. Gots to fix my fibs. Okay. Sorry. I know. Dang it. Dude, this news is taking me too long. I can't just spend an hour doing the news. Let's work on that this week, shall we? Let's get into the future, or let's get into the plays. Riot. Apple. Tesla. BMY. All right, so there's news. News came out on Apple about fears of rebates from their supply chain, fears about rebates on Apple. I think Apple may see a move lower as long as we can get another stock to hold the market up. Apple did its job keeping us from basically plunging to no man's land last week. I think it needs to take a break for a minute and let it sort out some of its concerns. As far as the chart goes with Apple, we've got a bunch of key levels here. If you're new to the stream, welcome. What you're seeing now is the smart money, dark pool, and block trade algorithm software provided by FlowTrade. It tracks large hedge fund, institutional, big boy purchases, right? It tracks money making moves, right? It tracks that Cardi B move. In real time, it is a predictive indicator, not a lagging, or it's not like a MACD or RSI. It's a real-time predictive indicator tracking every single buy, sell, purchase order plus there's other algorithmic features that shows what hedge funds, large institutions, people with more money than I'll ever see in my life, what they're doing in real time. So, Yeah, so that is that's this chart that you see now. White bars are price action, purple line is a regular algorithm line. If I draw red lines across the screen, those are regular block trades. A blue line is a dark pool block trade, and a white line is a good time. No, what it means is that there's a dark pool and a regular block trade that have printed so close to each other I can't separate them out. Those are key areas, right? Mark them up on your chart so that you can see what happens when stocks interact with that level. For example, on Riot, it's not a technical white line. Oh crap, hold on. But there's one right there. I'll be right back. All right, sorry about that. I had alarms going off. So where was I? White lines. Okay. See how price interacts with that level, right? So just keep in mind. Okay. The plays. All right. So Riot is currently trading with price action. We have regular block trade all the way down at 26.64. I'm not seeing any movement. In this market, I want clearly defined moves, so I'm not going to play Riot. Apple is selling off. It is currently bouncing off of. So Apple's got regular block support and overhead targets. Apple's also got a massive cluster of trades right at this 163, 164 level right there. So look for, if it breaks this wedge, look for it to tap there and then make a decision on what it's going to do. This is currently a white line level of support at 160. And then there's a slew of dark pool levels that range from 161 to 161.85, right? So there's a bunch of little dark pool levels here. Ultimate target's the 170 dark pool level. However, oh shit, I forgot to do that. I don't think we're going to hit that today. I actually like Apple to right. So if Apple can break this overhead resistance, it's going to rally to 164. What it does there, does it reject or rally through 165? Above 165.30, I like 167 and 169. Contrarian, reject this trend line. We break down below 160. We hit 158.72. And then we come take out some of these previous lows here and here and here. Note the algo is selling off. Okay. So I haven't even looked at what Apple's doing pre-market. All right. I don't know. That divergence, or that's so, dude, sketchy McSketch catch. I don't like things I can't find. I don't like chop, but this is a cup and handle forming. If it takes out pre-market highs, just like everything else, I was like, we have to take out these pre-market highs. We take these guys out, then we can get long. Look to get long on Apple to 166.82. We have resistance. We have resistance here, right? So potential zone move from 164 to 166. We have strong upturning support. We'll see what happens at this level. Okay. However, the algo is not giving us a clear direction which way to go. Tesla, same deal. Tesla is selling off the algorithm at least. Dang it. I'll be right back. I'm back. I'm just kidding. I like my Tupac shirt. Yes, I do. All right. Tesla's not really giving us a direction as far as the algorithm's concerned. There's no clear like, oh, hey, we have bullish divergence. I will, for the new people, I'll find a stock that has the divergence. Like BMY may be a good one to look at. It's gonna be sketchy. As far as levels for Tesla go, we've got some dark pools at 1080.64, right? This one came in here. Right? So that dark pool level came in at the close on Tuesday, right? Immediately, price action sold off all day Friday. We have blocks that came in at the close on Friday for 1014.96, right? This level here, that level there. So those blocks came in at the close on Friday, and so far Tesla this morning is fading off, right? So we had a block that came in on Thursday at the close, right here. $1084.60, $1084.60, right? So we had a dark pool level come in at the close here, right? Price fell. Same deal happened. We had one come in here, price fell. I don't want to be the guy that says short Tesla. I refuse to, but it's below a psychological level. It's below 1,000. It's coming to support at 969.59, right? So what happens at this level? Does it bounce and rally up? Very possibly could. We're down at this longer term demand zone. Like, look, like this demand zone's been here since the 21st of November, since our last rally up. Last time we hit this zone, we rallied, okay? That block may have been a buy block or a sell block. I can't tell. I will keep an eye on Tesla. The algo could very easily reverse at this level, or it can continue to fade off. All right, so BMY, right? The algo's been net selling, but that news that came out has created what's called bearish divergence, which means that the algorithm is heading in one direction, right? Smart money's taking profits, right? Or losing interest, right? So the algo is heading down, whereas price action is heading in an opposite direction. So that's called bearish divergence. Eventually, price will come back down to meet the algorithm. So do we get a rally off of news? Possibly with BMY. We went over it this morning pretty decently, right? It's got a job it's got to do. It's got to show me this reversal is true, and we get a potential rally up to the mean for a longer move to the downside. Very, that move happens every day, all day, every day, right? You get it's called shorting the rally. What's it called? Selling the rip, right? So you'll get a rip to the mean, right, or the 50. And then you want to put a sell order in here for the continued move to the downside. Algo steady selling. There's that bearish divergence that has to be played out. If you want to be a student of the algorithm and see what's going on, make a note to check on BMY in the next couple of days, or remind me, and we'll come back and check on it and see what happened. Okay, moving on with the requests. We've got Wells Fargo. Nail. BBY. Is Chris here? Oh. Thought Chris was here. My pivot point for the ES? Ooh, good question. I don't have that chart available. Maybe I've got it saved. The last one I have is 460.0428. So I got a zone from 4 45.16 to 45.51.50, then 45.90. This is the 2-hour chart. See how we just traded within that zone? The blue dots are the 50 SMA, and then the red dot is 200 SMA. A little slingshot squeeze getting ready to fire off on the ES. If we can get above the 34, I think we hit the 50. Right, there's a zone here, right? Obviously, there's a micro zone that runs from 45.76 to 45.90, right? 45.90 up. Let's see if I've got another. I got a 127 at 45.83. Yeah, so I think we see a pretty. I think we might see a pop on the ES up to. Yeah, above 45.60, like above this level. I think we move to 45.76, and then we take out this fib level. Yeah, we're getting a pretty good rally. We've got some low compression squeeze. I don't like the 10x bars being yellow, but I mean, we could get a potential move off of that. All right. And then WMT. All right, I'll be right back. I got to go wake up some people. Not only do I stream, but I'm also an alarm clock. Good morning, people. Good morning. All right. I'm not seeing any. I gotta listen. I need to find y'all some divergence so that everybody can see what we got going on here. Okay. There's just none. Is that some? That's from last week. You're gonna have to turn that off, dude. Mondays are always fun days. All right, sorry, Wells Fargo. Sorry, Wells Fargo. There's just a massive amount of trades that came in. Mark some of these up for everybody. So with Wells Fargo, we have a dark pool level at there, and the rest are white line levels. So the third, the second, and there's just a bunch here at this level. So with Wells Fargo, knowing what we know from this morning already, right? Looking for, I mean, that might be a failed flag. Oh, where did everybody hear that? New York's to require vaccinations to enter restaurants. How come that doesn't show up on this news? Is that it? It might not be coming from there. Huh, I gotta figure out where that news is coming from. Alright, Wells Fargo, if it breaks the 34 EMA, we may see a move to the downside. However, oh, that was a gap. Yeah, there we go. We may gap down or fill this gap down to 47.90. I mean, 47.95 before we see that move to the upside. If it maintains this level of support that it's at now, it might be a pretty decent move to the upside. Yeah, this is a pretty critical level for Wells Fargo. I'm going to leave this chart up for a few minutes. I'm going to move it to the 3-minute chart. I'm going to leave this up for a minute on Wells Fargo. I want to see what happens here. And I think it's important for everybody else to see what happens with Wells Fargo at this level. The algorithm is consolidating, right? What that means is that it can easily rip or dip from this level. The nail algorithm is trading with price action. It's not giving us a clear direction. As far as patterns go, I think nail can move back up to the 110, 112 level, right? That's what this... Just let me default to yellow, please, not blue. All right, we're looking at this. Jeez, this kind of a move here. The algo is wedging. If the algo can rip up, right? Watch what happens to the algorithm at that level and price action at that level. Okay, BBY, a little bit of bearish divergence that's just occurred. We don't have any block trades in the last. We have block trades. So we have a dark pool level at 106.86. That's our resistance, right? Resistance 110.95 for a regular block trade level, right? The algo is bullishly diverged, right? So new divergence has occurred. If price can, right? If price can break out of that level, see a rally to here, maybe a pullback. I reject off of there, then the algo is obviously net selling. Okay, and then Walmart's on my do not trade list, but I'll mark that up in a second. I will be right back. Let's keep an eye on Wells Fargo for the next 3 minutes. Hold on. Brayden, you gotta get up now. Brayden, come on. I need to hurry up. Okay. Well, it's Fargo. It's being weird. Sorry, yeah, Mondays are brutal. I'm gonna pull the futures up on the 2-minute chart here. Reset the Russell. This guy needs... Got a little bit of a rally off of the bonds, right? So this tweezer bottom on ZB right now could indicate a reversal, so a larger move to the upside. I mean, that bull flag breakout retest rally, I think is pretty decent for the ES. I think we might see a pretty good move on ES today. We did reject the 45, 58, 25 level twice now, but we've got this trend line right here that should be providing some support. Pretty nasty move down on the NQ. All right, there we go. Bonds is failing. We like to see that. Like, I don't know if these small charts do it justice. I might have to just look at, yeah, let's just stick with the 5-minute chart. I think that gives a better directional move. So it's the 2-hour 5-minute chart. Yeah, I think we're going to stick with that because that 2-minute chart made it look like the NQ is falling when it's actually just chopping. Okay. You want to check out TLT for sure, and then Visa, absolutely, Ludwig. I'll go Visa up here. TLT. All right, so I've got a list of ones to go through as well. Visa, nice. So this is a good one to look at. All right, so Visa, we've got bullish divergence. I don't know how to say this. Bullish consolidating divergence is probably the best word for it. Right, where the algorithm is making, the algo is kind of making one of these. That should be from over here. The algo has failed to make higher highs and higher lows, but it's making a bull flag, right? It's trying to pop out, so it's squeezing. Let's look for price action to complete this 1, 2, 3. That Wu-Tang pattern reversal on the Visa, right? So I pulled MasterCard this week for the watch list because of the divergence happening in it. We've got a white line level here that we have to get above at 198.27 for longs. And then we've got some regular block trade targets at 200. Got a regular block trade level there. We've got cluster support right at 195.50. Above, let's go ahead and say above 198.27 for a move to 200. This regular block trade, or this dark pool level right there, might provide a little bit of support or resistance. And this dark pool right there is going to be our support. It's a messy chart right now. Checking, all right, there it goes. Wells Fargo longs today. I'm going to go long on Wells Fargo. Visa, it's everywhere you want to be. What did I say? So this is a white line level, right? There's that white line level that I was talking about where we got a regular and a dark pool print. We have a dark pool at 196.32. When did that come through? 196.32 came through on the 3rd. 196. All right, so I've got magnets turned on, so I can't really showcase this, but that's a dark pool level there. So we have a dark pool there, we have a white line level there, and then we've got we've got 2 regular block trades. US dollar to Swiss franc jumps to 4-day high. The bulls looking to seize control above 0.9220 hurdle. So I just want to show you what this looks like marked up. Oh, come on. What this looks like when I mark it up on a chart, right? $201. Okay, so we have a dark pool level here. We have a regular block trade level here. We've got a white line level here. So what do you think is going to happen with price action? Right? Inverse head and shoulders. Do we sell off of this regular block level with our support underneath it for a continued move to the downside? Or do we, right, or these buy orders? Right? So I know it's kind of a pain in the butt to do, but I think it's really important to kind of mark your charts up like this so that you can see what actually happens when price action interacts with these levels. These regular block trades right? They're either going to be specific buy or sells, and we can find those if we want to research. Like if it's a, if it's a regular block sell, then we would just do something like, block sell, right? Or if it's a block buy, right? If it's a block sell, or if it's a all right, so pop quiz. Do I have this set up right? Let's look at price action, right? From demand zone to supply zone, back down to demand zone. This is a previous demand zone, right? So if I owned 1 million shares at a demand zone, what do? Do I sell or do I buy? Right? If I'm a stock owner, I'm buying at a demand zone and selling at a supply zone, right? So this is a block buy. This is a block sell. I've got them switched. Let's look. Let's look at. Let's look at this. We're going to do a little extended research this morning. A little extended research. Okay. And so it's not even showing it. The question is the 195.49 level. $195.49. I've got one at one. Oh, that's a dark pull at 196. Right, smack dab in the middle. How about I think this is the one. Nope, this is a wrong one. Sorry, hold on, let me grab the right. I gotta grab the right chart. We're doing a little extended education this morning. Hope everybody doesn't mind. Hope you're okay with that. All right, so got sweepers at 195 and 205. All right, we've got 195.50 is a support level, 199 is a resistance level, right? So the Algo flow baseline is right at 197.74. It's at 195.50, right? That dark pull print, or the regular block print is, if it's a support level, then, so we're coming down, like we have demand here, right? We've got a bunch of stocks that we want to unload on people. So I come down, I load up, I buy a bunch here, right? So I put in a block buy order at 195.50, and then I immediately put in a block sell order at 205, right? So if I buy 1,000 shares at 195, I want to sell them for a profit. So as we're rallying up off of this dark pool, right? This dark pool levels are like, oh, yo, hey, right? We sell the rally, like this sell order, right? Gives us more shares. Now we've got some supply issues, or we've got some supply and demand zone. Now we're just rallying. So at 198.27, we have to make a decision. Do we continue on and take profit from our order down here, or do we start scaling out of the position? Okay. A little bit of extended education there. TLT, I know that we wanted to look at that for a minute. The algo is bullish, uptrending, right? As long as the algo is on top of price action, I think it can continue to pull it up. This is, that's 7 days worth of block trades. Let's get back down to, come on. I just wish this was freeform. All right, so that's the last 4 days of block trades for TLT. All right, we've got a regular block trade base right at 152.38. That's our support, right? That's our pullback zone, right? We've got a cluster coming in at 143. We've got some white line levels on TLT, that little snitch at 154.30 or 154.35, 154.10. Right, we bounced off those levels. I think we can see it continued on. However, do we get a pullback for a larger move to the upside over the next couple of weeks? I think it might be happening, right? Based on other conditions, right? Short-term interest rate versus long-term interest rate. Yes? Was this the top? Who knows? But we do have more downside support than we do overhead resistance. Let's check back in on our futures, see what we've got going on here. ES has not broken and closed above pre-market HOD. So that's super important for the day. Right, we got to get above pre-market HODs on these. It's just trading 101. Take out pre-market high for a move to the upside. If not, it's a rejection level. We've got to close above it, right? We have not really closed a candle at least 50% above that. So this is still an area of possible rejection. All right, so bonds are making, this is a pretty decent, all right, so bonds, when it's computer traded, moves like this, right? Now we're starting to get some trading in here. TLT for me, the trend is your friend until the end. Okay, so TLT, we are trading at about 2 ATR, a reversion to the point of control, and the 21 EMA puts us at 149, 149 even. It's a pretty healthy pullback. There was that 1, 2, 3 reversal pattern, larger one, 1, 2, 3 reversal. We were in a squeeze that's released. We had, right, we're currently getting into oversold territories. Green 10x bars. I don't know if we take out 155, but we very possibly could. Really depends on the tapering. All right, so Datadog. Remember I was talking about we make this move, right? Inverse head and shoulders. Very possibly on Datadog. All right, what am I looking at? Goldman Sachs. mean, it's bullish. TO2 is bullish. Maybe. Let me look at something here. All right. All right, that's it. Any other requests? All right, guys, you want to look at my list real quick? All right, I'm gonna blast through this because and I want to sort this by. All right, Okta, ADSK, MasterCard, Goldman Sachs. So this is the good examples of bullish divergence, right? This is bullish divergence. So tomorrow when we go through this, I'll show you guys my list for the week of stocks that have bullish divergence. These are the stocks that we should be talking about. Okay. I'm bullish on Uber this week also. Any of those guys. All right, I got to run though. Thanks for joining me once again. My name is Dark Pole Algo. I'm here every morning, Monday through Friday, 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. As far as the outlook for today, let's see what happens at the bell. Keep an eye on TLT. Keep an eye on the NQ, right? And keep an eye on the Russell. I think small caps might get a little love, and the Dow may hold us up. And you can let's look at trading Uber plug today. Possibly, we never looked at Bank of America or FCX, Docs, and Bank of America. I like this Docs divergence. Okay, I gotta run. See y'all tomorrow. If you have requests, join the Discord. Let's speak there. If you don't have the Discord link, then check out the video that gives you the link to EchoFin, and then you can find the Discord link there. All right, we'll talk to you later. Have a great day. Bye now.